Hey guys, today we're going to be going over the ladder start tips and tricks that I have for you. Ladder's coming up in like 7 hours or so. I just woke up, so excuse my grogginess. But I wanted to talk about like how to deal with certain obstacles when you start a ladder. For example, like when you start off a ladder, you're going to be running into gold issues. Definitely pick up things like, you know, armor and kill elite packs. Those guys guaranteed to drop an item. So if you see like an armor on the ground, and I'm talking chest armors sell for more gold generally, so definitely pick up those. Things like staves as well. Pick those up and sell those as well because those are worth more gold. Weapons like this and like shamshir and stuff, it's not going to be worth a lot of gold usually, but Io staff or Yo staff or however you pronounce this, that right there is most likely going to be worth a lot of gold. So this is just a test character. Let me go back and I'll show you this real fast. But class items can be good. Assassin class items are not always good because they do require some skills. But this one has lightning, like 9 grand. Okay, if you're starting off a ladder and you don't have any money, 9 grand, you'll take that. So that's, you know, one more towards your next repair or your potions or a mercenary. That's how I deal with gold issues. Now, another thing is when you're playing, say you're not a sorceress, right? You're going to want to farm a teleport staff. So teleport staffs you can get from Act 3, and you can just go to Ormus in Act 3 in normal. You do have to be like you have to be like level 18 at the very least, I believe. But the best time to farm a teleport staff is actually when you're level 23 in normal. And the reason why is because the background will be red. Your required level is 24 to be able to equip it, and it'll show up with a red background, and it's kind of easy to go like, oh, is this it? And there'll be other ones with red backgrounds, but like all the ones with blue, you know it's not it for sure. And then you just go, you know, out of town, make a TP, go back in town, and then you can kind of reset. You can also save and exit. You can also save and exit as well and farm him here. You can also go to Drognin and Nightmare and farm him. That's my go-to spot if I didn't do the normal strategy. You can farm Lore Resist Wand, Life Tap Wand, Teleport Staff, all that stuff. And as long as you have this layout right here where the exit's in the top right, you just bam. It's like instant reset. Super easy. So that's my go-to. Also, use Countess for runes, okay? Like obviously this is a basic one, but like anytime you need runes up to Ral in normal, Io in Nightmare, and then Ist in Hell. Basically, if it's anything below those for that difficulty, it's not that bad to get. It doesn't mean, you know, you can't find it somewhere else, but like if you're farming for a specific rune there, definitely go and check out the Countess. Now, another thing is you guys are going to want spirit swords and spirit shields and, you know, stealths. Now, in normal cows, you can get 4 socket items. Now, let me explain because you can't get them straight up from drops. What you can do is through a crafting recipe or through Larzik, you can get a crystal sword, broadsword, longsword, and use those on Larzik, and it'll get your maximum amount of sockets, so 4 sockets in this scenario. It does depend on the item level, so don't just socket any item. The reason why cows work is because they have the correct item level. Normal Charcy, you can just farm a 2-socket helmet, just so you can make lore or Nadir if you wanted to do that. You can also get a 2-socket armor for stealth and 3-socket shields. Do be aware that these items do exist, like the blue items. Don't put your stealth inside a, you know, mechanics armor of any type or Ancient's Pledge and an Artisan's shield. Like, make sure it's a gray base. Make sure it's not a magic base. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You can farm a leaf staff if you're looking for one of those right at Akara. That's not a bad idea either. You can farm it. Just use a waypoint or leaving town. For a monarch, for your spirit, you want a Larzik socket, a white monarch, or you can use the recipe for RNG, but it's much easier to just, you know, ask a friend for a rush or something. Rushes don't take that long through normal for socket quests, and they should practically be free pretty early on. Unless it just drops 4 sockets, then you're good to go. But anywhere in hell can drop one, and cows can be good, chaos can be good, lots of density, you just want to kill a lot of stuff over and over. It's not really required, but you could drop more magic find to have more potential bases drop in the game, but I mean, if you're dropping your magic find, you have less chance of finding some other good stuff. So it depends on your priorities and what you want to do. It doesn't affect it a whole lot, but it does affect it, so that is something to note. Don't forget to shop Elzix for like resistance gear either. He can sell stuff that has a lot of resistances, and if you have the exit that's like right here, then you can just go in and out real fast. If not, you can use the sewers, you know, whatever you want to do, or the waypoint if you feel like that's for some reason faster, but you know, you just get resistance gear from this. Belts, boots, yeah, look at this. Like, it's not the best, but just after one reset, we got 40 fast run amok with res on it, and 24 hit recovery. So don't neglect your shopping. This is really going to help you with leveling and making progress here as well. Shop Farah for 3 socket armors and 3 socket shields in normal. Nightmare farming is just super strong for that resistances, and again, Elzix, Charcy are really good for that. In Nightmare, I like to farm the 320 gloves, which is, you know, 3 javelin and 20 attack speed gloves. You could just like put a cow portal next to her, or you could have a nice exit. I would prefer the exit actually next to her, like right here or on the other side. You can do the same thing with Geed as well, because Geed has his armor shop open first. So all I have to do is like trade, and then you can see. And then just one more tip about the shopping here with attack speed gloves is if you get a plain pair of attack speed gloves, buy them, put it in your inventory, and just like remember the color that it is. It's going to be like a dark yellow, maybe brown, gold, bronze color. And if you have that there as a reference, all you need to do is check those for the 320s. So just check those, and you can hop in, hop out. It's like, oh, that's not the color I'm looking for, bam. So that's something I recommend. Also, just know that like dexterity and enhanced defense kind of have a similar color as well. But that's for the 320 gloves. What else? Skillers. Skillers start dropping in like Nightmare Flared Jungle and kill these guys. This is like the earliest you can do it, but 1 Grand Charm and just re-roll it. Use your 3 perfect gem recipe, re-roll that Grand Charm you got from like Nightmare Flared Jungle for the highest chance of getting Skiller. Now, another thing you could do is just farm Nightmare Cows. Nightmare Cows is a really good spot, lots of density. Nightmare LK isn't bad. Nightmare Travancore aren't bad either. Those places are really good. And not only for Skillers, res charms as well. Like Nightmare Cows is probably the best place to farm when it comes to charms and getting your first like rows of charms, whether it's like res or some basic life and mana. That's what I usually like to do. You know, fill up my inventory to the amount that I'm usually comfortable with. Usually it's like this in an early ladder. It'll be something like that. And then, you know, I'm good to go after that. If you have any questions, feel free to stop into the stream. I'll have a link for that in the description below. As always, there's the Discord. You know, you can ask questions, YouTube comments, things like that. I won't be watching my YouTube comments as much, but I'll be streaming. But you can come in, ask some questions. I would be happy to answer them and give you some more tips. There's many things I could talk about, but I just wanted to give you this, guys, a video because like there's not a whole lot talking about this. I've talked about this stuff before through various videos, but not like combine them all, just some tricks that some people just might not be aware of. You can also even get a teleport amulet or circlet that people can use, that if you're not a sorceress, you're not absolutely required to have a sorceress to be able to utilize teleport, you know, use that teleport staff. But anyways, much love, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this ladder, and good luck in the terror zones. Good luck with your grind and your gearing. You are all beasts.